Is someone thinking about you right now, or is a new connection quietly moving toward your life? Let's take a look and see what Tarot has to say about your love energy this week. This is Don with Sonormissy Tarot. Let's get to it. Capricorn, the first card out for your reading is the Eight of Swords. That second card out is the King of Pentacles. The Eight of Swords is in reverse. We'll explain that in a minute. The third card out is a Ten of Swords. And the fourth card out, which is also in the reverse, is an Ace of Pentacles. Let's start over here. These are the basic definitions in tarot. This card, when it is it is right side up, it tells you about things that are blocking you, things that are impediments. They're things that are in your way, and therefore you can't seem to get around them. You can't move forward, you can't move backwards because there just doesn't seem to be a right way. This is in reverse, and so in reverse, it actually has kind of a reverse meaning, which means the things that have been stopping you, the things that hold you back, are now opening up freely for you. And so it's like opening doors, opening windows, getting rid of obstacles. The King of Pentacles is here. The King of Pentacles is large and in charge, and it's actually one of the more powerful cards in the deck, but also it's the guy who brings abundance. It's also the professional. If it's about an individual specific, it's professional. And it's a guy who is a guy or gal who has achieved and who is very proud of themselves and what they've done. Not arrogant, but proud. Then we have a Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords in the upright is saying that, again, swords is all about thinking and changing of energy and thought and so forth. And so the swords is like bringing closure to a very traumatic situation, a very problematic situation. And then fourth is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. The Ace of Pentacles itself is a wonderful new beginning of abundance, but the Ace of Pentacles in reverse is saying, not so much, not so fast. So now let's do what we do most and then best, and that is using the psychic intuitive stuff in combination with tarot to give you an idea of what's coming this week. First and foremost, I love this. And this week, your relationship is going to be opening up and blossoming. This is telling me that the impediments and obstacles that have been in your relationship for a while are coming down. Okay, if you are not in a relationship, this is telling me that all the things that have kept you from finding that right person is changing. There is a professional person. So I'm going to go through. Let me do it this way. I'm going to go through the if in relationship part first, okay, and then I'm going to come back and tell you about if you're not in a relationship, how it works. So if you're in a relationship, the impediments come down, which is wonderful, and you are finally finding that even keel in the relationship. You've had some troubles. Those troubles have been happening over the last few months, but those troubles are coming to an end. This is a week where you're going to see an understanding and a more involved in a more emotional relationship partner. And so you're going to see this as one of the best weeks you've had in a long time. Okay. Again, the obstacles are coming down. You're finding agreement. You're finding ways in which to, again, fire that relationship up, and the things that have been problematic are coming to an end. The interesting thing here, we have an Ace of Pentacles, which makes sense to a degree, because it's not as though you're starting anew, because that's not what happened here. It's just that it just became stagnant and stuck. This is just saying it's getting moving again. So again, this is not fresh and new. So it's not new relationship in that sense. This is picking up and moving forward, finally seeing movement forward, seeing progress forward, and building on what has already transpired, what has already happened, which is the relationship. Now, if you are not in a relationship, then this is obstacles are getting out of the way for you to find that right person, and that person is right there. This person is going to be someone who has a career of their own, a very professional person, somebody who speaks well, somebody who can communicate well, somebody who has wonderful ideas and has proven themselves to find the way to make resources grow. In other words, to either they're probably going to be they could be in a profession such as a lawyer, a doctor, a CPA. They could be a business person. They could be a counselor. They could be a psychologist, a psychiatrist. They could be so many things. But again, they're professionals, and they're working. They are always working to build themselves and gain and grow, which is wonderful. It's going to bring an end to the relationship search. So you're going to have to stop. This is no more dating. This is wonderful. You stop the dating process because it didn't work out so well previously, but this is going to be working well. This person is perfect for you. You're perfect for them in that regard. And you're going to see yourself ready to commit to someone. It's interesting because I get the feeling like neither one of you are new at this. You have both been around the block a few times, and both of you have taken hits along the way. And I'm not talking physical hits because that's not what we're saying, but I'm talking about relationship hits. You've had some relationships that didn't go so well, and you know what a good one is, you know what a bad one is. And so both of you are very much cognizant of what it takes to make a relationship work, and that's a wonderful thing. Don't be surprised if some of you have children and you find someone else who has children and that works too, or you're single without children but you find somebody who has already been married and divorced with children. And again, that's not an impediment here, not anymore. Okay? So remember, the blocks are going down. This is a time for you to find that relationship. We have here the World card. I love it. The World card, again, if you're in a relationship or without a relationship, no matter what, because the World card here is wonderful. The World card says all things are possible. Your only limitation is you. What are you going to do? 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 You know what I'm saying? You're going to do. This is wonderful. You can open your world up to all kinds of new things because, again, the obstacles are going down. When the obstacles go away, the world opens up. Again, what can you do to take advantage of it? You can make sure you're out there and you're loving it. There's the Lover's card. Look, returning that relationship. I love it. I love it. Talk about confirmation. Talk about love, and then Lover's card pops up. But the Lover's card is here because, again, when the walls come down, that person appears. That's the right person for you. That's the significant person in your life. And I want to point out that these are two major arcana supporting your life thing here. So this is going to last for a while. This isn't going to have an impact for some time to come. So this person who's stepping in, they're going to be around for a while to come, if not for a long time. So you need to make sure that you take and understand that. Do the work, do the work, do the work. As you can see, I had two cards there. I'm going to put them both out, but in the way in which they should have popped out. The first one was that Queen of Pentacles, and she is in reverse. And so when the Queen of Pentacles is in reverse, it's not slow. Let's not move slow. This is saying move steady and move fast. No slowness here. This is not a time to be slow about this. This is a time to know what you want and to do it, to get it done. No beating around the bush, no slowness, and no more pessimism. Darn it. Come on. You found the right person. The obstacles went away. You found the right person, or again, you're back to connecting to the right person. You're back to making sure your relationship's growing. All the things that have kept you from going forward are gone. And so now it's time to just hit the gas and move full steam ahead. And again, a time for a positive energy. By the end of the week, you're going to be in a very positive place. You're going to be very happy with what things are. Make sure you get some rest this week. Super important while you're doing that. All the many things that were in the way, all these different things that were flying around, they are coming to an end. Again, which is why the 10's here. So all these things are going to shut down. Also, I would look for 88. I would look for the angel number. Go look under Google for angel number 88 and figure out why that resonates here, because it does indeed resonate here. And then I'm loving this because, again, we are moving away from a lonely heart, a broken heart. And the person who was in a relationship previously, but who's just now coming to a new one, your fear, it seems, was always because somebody messed around on you. Somebody messed around on you before. So that's why you didn't want to get into a new relationship. Don't bring that baggage. Again, don't bring that old baggage back with you into this. This person is not that person. They're not going to do this, okay? If you allow yourself to let that old baggage in from when someone hurt you before, you're going to blow an opportunity. Don't do it. Look at my face. Don't do it. This is not the time, okay? Don't do it. With that said, I'm going to let you go. Have an amazing week. Let me know how this resonates. This is Don with Enormously Tarot. Love, light, and blessings. Hit the like, share, and subscribe. We'll talk next week. Bye.